right, San Jose. Connor, you want to take this one because there's a really cool team coming up at spot 25 that I would love to hear Adam talk about.
Yeah, I'll go through this one as fast as I can because I know we're all waiting to get to Team 25.
Team 25. Is that how many wins we're gonna have this year? I think so.
Probably.
Oh man, love that.
I mean, Adam did say double-digit wins, right? 25 is double digits.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get another drink. Connor, go ahead and tell me about the San Jose Quakes.
All right, San Jose, coached by Matias Almeida, unless he's going to Chile. Last season, finished 8th in the West, 16th in the league, and somehow made the playoffs. And they lost in the first round to SKC, but they put up a good fight. So credit to San Jose there. 4-4. We have them. Okay, sorry, skip the step. They finished last season with an 8-9-6 record, and we have them down as a 4-4-2 with a double six. So we've got Marcin Koski in goal, Tommy Thompson at right back, Youngworth and Alanis at center back, Lopez at left back. Then for the two defensive mid spots, it could be any combination of Remedi, Hudson, Yuo, and then on the right, Christian Espinosa. On the left, Fierro, and then up top with two strikers. Maybe this is a little bit of hope for me. Maybe it's a bit of realism, but I said Cade Cowell and the inevitable Chris Wondolowski. Because why not? Because that's fun. Because Wondolowski, we made bets on Wondolowski goals, and I need Wondolowski goals, so he can start.
He's not starting.
Key players. I said Espinosa because he's probably going to be their most dangerous attacking threat. And I said Jackson Ewell because I think if he plays next to Remedi, I think he'll have a bit more freedom to go forward and help to aid the attack. And I think that could really help to boost his game, boost his value, maybe get that same move that we've been talking about for some of the other youngsters. Probably, maybe not yet, but at least start to trend towards that way because he's still pretty young. And then players who need to have a good 2021. I said Ewell and Thompson. And I said, assuming both of these guys start, they have a good opportunity to stand out in a team that I feel like doesn't have a lot of big name players. So it'll be a little bit easier to stand out with some good play. And I think good performances will help get that recognition. And then I think that recognition ultimately starts to move them up in the pecking order of trying to get into the U.S. men's national team, which right now they're probably a bit off, but if they could start to string together some good performances, they'll definitely start to move forward. And then I also said Cade Cowell, and another, assuming if he starts, and I think that he has got a decent opportunity because last time I checked, which obviously could have changed by now, they felt kind of thin at top. So I think he'll have a chance to get some game time, even if he's not starting. And I think that's a good opportunity to kind of build his value and get that move that all these really young guys seem to get after 5 games. So maybe that'll be the case for Cade Cowell as well. But, like I said, he's still really young. So I don't feel like there's pressure that he has to come out and tear the league apart right away. So if things kind of are a little bit up and down or things are a little bit slow, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But just any bit of positives that we can see is definitely a good thing for him.
Yeah, the kid's 17. He's got plenty of time. So the few things I want to not point out, but just the way I see it differently myself. Cade Cowell will most likely be a wing substitute. That's where he came in last year. And if you look at the way their team has lined up, Fierro usually is a striking option for a team that was a little bit short last year. So you got Shea Salinas and Christian Espinosa as your only really true wingers. So you'll see him take that space more frequently. Andres Rios is going to start over Wondolowski. I know everybody wants to see Wando, but he's not going to start. I mean, consistently. And Cade Cowell won't be a striker because they just signed Kikanovic from Reno, and he probably will take that spot over Cade for now. The other thing I'll say is you might more than likely, instead of seeing Alanis as a center back, move him out to left back with Marcos Lopez as well, interchanging with him, and have Tanner Beeson slide in as your other center back. He came in from the draft last year. 9 games, he was okay. But I think you see a little bit more of him this year, personally, myself. I'm very happy we had no mention of Daniel Vega. And if I ever see him in a San Jose uniform on the field again, I might just turn the TV off. Because if anybody's going to fill in for JT, it's going to be Emmanuel Ochoa, because the kid's 15 and he deserves some playing time already. I'm very interested to see the right back competition between Tommy and Abakasis. They signed Abakasis on a season-long loan, and I think it was to give Thompson either competition or the freedom to move up in the attack as a midfielder or winger, because as we mentioned, they're a little bit thin there. So you probably are looking to free him up a little bit, because he does have a really good ability to go forward. I think you see Judson and Remedy start, and you will play more of a, like a 4-3-3 if they're going to change this, because I think Remedy and Judson both have earned starting spots as well as you will. So look at a 4-3-3, pull Cowell out, play Fierro, Espinoza, or Cowell on the wing around Rios or Wando, especially because Wando has always been more successful as a target forward or a poacher, if you will. So to have wing service for a guy whose movement in the box is, I don't have a proper word to describe it, because that's how good it is. His movement in the box is second to none. So to have some wing service is going to benefit him. Now, granted, Almeida may have something completely different in mind. The man loves to man mark against Seattle and get run. What do I know? But after watching a lot of these guys for as long as I have, I know they played 4-4-2-6 a lot. I'd abandon it, go 4-3-3, Judson, Remedy, Ewell, Espinoza, Fierro, Cowell, whatever, Rios or Wando up top, and go forward that way. But that's just me. Like I said, I just wanted to throw a different formational look at people, because I know that 4-4-2-6 is their go-to, but I wouldn't be shocked to see a 4-3-3 this year.
Yeah, I meant to mention Andy Rios, and then I got lost in the Wando bit, but yeah, I like that look as well. So would you say if you were going to go with the 4-4-2-6, would you just swap Fierro and Cade Cowell, or would you replace one of them?
If I'm going 4-4-2-6, I'm putting Fierro up top. I am putting Mr. Shea Salinas at right mid. And I'm putting Espinoza or Shea Salinas at left mid, Espinoza at right mid, Fierro up top, and then letting Cade Cowell come off the bench. Because Shea Salinas is going to play until he and Wando choose to both retire. Because they will. There's no way these guys don't retire together. Like, once Wando's out, Shea Salinas is just going to look at that locker room and be like, "Where am I? I'm out."
He's going to see like some new draftee come in, do like a TikTok dance, and then he's going to retire.
You know what? I just realized we missed a really good opportunity to play tactics on the whiteboard with this entire series of 3 episodes. Because we're talking about
too late now.
Yeah, it's definitely too late now. But I just realized that, like, I'm talking about all these formations in my head, and most people probably have no idea what I'm talking about, which kind of sucks, because I could draw it all up here, show it, And then even the people who are listening can check out the links or the video clips on YouTube or TikTok or what have you. Yeah,